through, it's just a question of time. It has to be understood in this room that whatever you're going through is just a question of time. The overriding factor is your total belief in yourself. And so my day came one day. Some of the most established stars had gone for an event in London called Afro Hollywood. And so there was a space, a vacancy of top male stars for film. They went there, stayed longer than they planned, stayed over a month. So they said, okay, there was a vacancy. How are we going to fill it? We need to make movies. These guys are not coming back. But there were female leads. So they said, okay, you know what? Where's that guy, that funny boy with a funny accent that is always rejecting small roles? Go bring him. Let's make do with him for a few days before the big boys come back. So they brought little me. Dumped me there, paid me peanuts. Trust me, you don't want to know how much these guys were paying me. I've received as much as 15 to 20,000 naira for lead. In dollars, let me explain it. It's less than $30, $40, or maybe $50 at worst. So they brought me back. I did 4 films, being paid peanuts. Every time I was paid peanuts, something was wrong with the wardrobe. I would spend out of that little money because I had to look right. That's one thing. When the opportunity meets, okay, your preparation, I was always prepared. It was almost like I lived all my life waiting for this chance. And when it came, we wrote 4 films. I spent 80% of what I was paid looking right for the film. So all my earlier films you saw, that was me buying the wardrobe out of my pocket. I finished those 4. The big boys came back. They kicked me out again and stuck with the big names. But lo and behold, all 4 films came out, all over 1 million sales. So they had no choice. They came back for me to say, okay, you know what, you can come back. We'll see that you really deserve a place here. And I charged them 1 million per script after that. It was that simple. Your chance will come if you understand you.
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Karen.
Yes, ma'am.
You spoke about people in your earlier presentations. And you
spoke about people, I'm so sorry.
People, types of people would meet in life. And then you spoke about the people that live for ideas, and you advise that we try to be with those people.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it time to run out of the room?
Okay. So you told us to try and be with people like that, people who are like-minded, people who always want to get ideas to make change. I'm asking, with somebody in a community or born in a society where they don't have people who have those ideas to reach to that peak, to reach to that echelon, there are places where there are no competition with anybody. What advice do you give to that person?
Improvise.
How?
We all improvised. What did I have to create mine? I will explain it. When we started, I had 2 friends. You see these 2 guys, these are the friends you need all your life. You need people that believe in you. You need people that believe in you. I repeat it. You need people that believe in you. Look at the eyes of the friends, the people you have right now. Do they believe in you? Okay? That is the whole point. You see these 2 guys, they believed in me. We understood something. My talent, gifts, without hard work is nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if you don't go to elevate your talent, your gifts, it is nothing. I met these guys in school. We came together, we finished serving, and they couldn't get a job the first 1-2 years. So I called them and said, you know what, you be my manager. Imagine me asking a guy to be my manager, and I hadn't earned a dime in my career. It took self-belief. I said, you become my PA. So together, every day, we'll concoct ideas. We lived on our dreams. Our dreams thrived on ideas. That was all we had. We didn't have money, we didn't have connections, we didn't have nothing. As a matter of fact, we were even rejected in our realms. We were deemed too arrogant, too aloofish. You know, we were deemed like we had superiority complex, but we understood the assignment. The assignment was the fact that we believed in each other. So what we did was that we push our mantle together, and we believed, and every time they would say, okay, you know what, let me approach these people, let me talk to these producers. They kept creating chances. They kept pushing. We kept praying together. But our understanding was that we will not accept small roles. We will convert relationship with young producers that saw the light in us, saw the next generation in us, saw the next stars in us. And that's how we kept pushing it. We pushed to a point where people started seeing us. You have to believe. Believe is everything. Your dream is everything. And the conviction of that is what carries you through. Not everybody is born with a silver spoon. Not everybody is born with a big last name. But a lot of people have made it. The whole status quo of old rich or old money has been totally demystified right now. Millennials are making it everywhere. People are sitting in the confines of their garage or home and becoming millionaires. What makes you think that you really need people to make it, that you need to have a certain caliber of people to make it in this life? It's a fallacy. It's been demystified a long time ago. This generation has even made a rubbish of it even more. The new cadre of rich, name the first 20 richest men, they were all self-made.
Hello?
Hello? Wow. Hello? Okay. All right. So directly to your question, my dear, please don't look at your background. Don't look at your last name. Don't look at what's happening around you. As I exist, I'll tell you how I do it. I am deaf, blind, mute to what every other person is doing around me. I don't care. My agenda is my purpose. It is the people around me. Those are the people I carry my thing with. I don't care if somebody's buying a Rolls Royce next to me. I don't care if somebody has $200 million next to me. It doesn't matter. It's never mattered to me. The point is that, am I putting in my best every day? Do I wake up every day imbued with my dreams and my aspirations? Am I working hard to that goal? Am I being a great father, uncle, brother, friend to people around me? Am I serving humanity in a certain cause with my gifts? These are questions you ask yourself. It's not about, latching on to some ready-made background before you make it in life. No, my dear, it doesn't work that way anymore. Have ideas. Make sure the ideas are authentic and they will serve humanity in some cause, or at least, at the very least, solve a problem. Believe in it. Chase it. Pray about it every day. Give it up to God. He's the maker of all things. At the end of the day, surround yourself with people that really believe in you. I keep hammering on it because I know that I wouldn't have been nothing without those two guys. We dreamt together. We staffed together. We pushed our agenda together. We became successful together. Then they veered off to handle other things. We own 4 businesses together. We remain steady friends together because we've been through the highs and the lows. Who are the people around you? Who are the people that are telling you in your ear that you can't become on earth because you don't have the right last name or don't belong to the right family? I think it's a lie. The truth is really simple.
All right. I think finally, you just released your latest book.
Yes, sir.
Can you please talk about it?
During the course of the pandemic, my son and I, we found ourselves in Paris. He wanted to go to Disney. I was a spoiling, doting father, and I thought, hey, man, let's hang out. We got to Paris. The whole world shut down. It was the middle of the pandemic, and everything shut down literally. We ended up spending 6 months in Paris without going home. So in that time, children, they're resilient. They are easy to, they're social butterflies. It was getting on well, making friends up and down. I'm the adult that was forced to stay in one space, and I was struggling with depression. as we all were at that time. And at that time, I decided everything I've experienced in my life brought me to this point. I've become totally fearless in everything I do. This is the first time in a long time in my life I was expressing fear, feeling fear for him, for me, for the world. So I didn't know what to do. So in the middle of that, I needed to take that emotion, translate it, and put it somewhere. And that's what birthed this book, The Gift and the Odds. How to find your gifts in every odd part of your life. I wrote 15 series of this book. It's subtitled in each one. This is Walking Through Walls. We wrote about different areas of subjects under the sun, how to deal with grief, how to deal with love, how to do startups. You can find it on the different platforms from Amazon. It's an ebook series. I think it's really something everybody needs to read to understand your purpose, to understand how to deal with it, understand how to circumvent circumstances in your life. As a black man, we have very unique problems, especially if you traverse the world. You understand. You dress the wrong way, end up in first class, you'll be misjudged. You end up in the different class of circle, you'll be misjudged. You'll be profiled at every turn and everywhere you go. So you need to understand how to deal with different aspects of life. And I think that is what I wrote about.
So how can we get a copy?
Yeah, you can find it on Amazon. We have it on Amazon Kindle. We have it on Apple Books, on Kobo. All the ebook stream platforms, you have it. And you can also get a hard copy from there. We release a new series every 2 months. This is the first. Yeah.
All right. Let's clap our hands. Let's give it up.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
A minute. I think on Wednesday, you told me you'd do anything for me. Right.
I think I'm in trouble now.
Right.
Well, literally.
You promised me in the presence of Pastor Eastwood.
Yeah.
So
I said you're a hard man to say no to.
Okay, but I need a favor.
I hear you, sir.
I want to give you a script right now for you to act it. So this is the script. Let's say, okay, Rosalind, come. Rosalind, it's your wife, and you cheated on her, and she caught you, and you were apologizing. Whilst you were apologizing, your side chick came, acted.
Let the side chick come at you. We have to have a complete picture now. Okay. So she's my wife.
Nancy, come here. Nancy,
we need a side chick.
Nancy.
God forbid you will never be a side chick in Jesus' name. But can't be the side chick temporarily.
Let me help you. Okay.
It will never happen, but you make a really good side chick with her. Just come. Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? Nancy. Meet you, Nancy. What's your name there? Rosalind. All right.
Action.
Yeah, production manager.
Okay.
Okay, so we need a mic for the wife as well. You know, this is putting you on the spot. I get paid well for these things, but here's this man getting it for free.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so Rosalind, you have caught him cheating, so act it.
So I'm obviously with the side chick. Okay, so we're walking into some establishment, hotel, and you caught me. Funny enough, I just finished the film with the exact same scenario 4 days ago. Let's go. Yeah, exact. On the road. We turned Lagos upside down playing that part. So, I mean, this is what, like...
Action.
Baby.
What are you doing here with her?
What is my new...
What, you're lost for words?
No,
Who's
babe.
she?
That's my new secretary,
She's
actually,
your secretary.
babe.
How come I don't know her?
Huh? No, babe, talk.
What's she supposed
Nancy,
to say?
talk. You're my new secretary. I was interviewing her.
Where? And what were you saying?
So we wanted to go have dinner in that place.
There's no space in your office to interview her?
No, it had to. I wanted to see her on her down.
Excuse
No,
me, madam.
Nancy, you can't go now. Nancy, wait. This
Stand
is
here.
my wife. Nancy, you've not met my wife?
Okay, so you come here. If I'm your wife, you come here.
Okay, this is my wife, Nancy.
I'll talk to her.
Please be polite to madam. Say good afternoon.
Hello, madam.
Nancy, greet my madam very well, or you won't get the job.
Good afternoon, ma.
Okay. You see,
Good
that's
afternoon. So she's
baby,
your...
I told you I will never cheat on you. Well, why would I cheat on you?
Really?
But the good, baby. What's all this thing for?
Clap your hands. Give it up for Jim. Aye. All right, well done, bro. Come on, let's rise on your feet. Thank you. Well done. All right. Please take your seat. We have our last speaker coming right now. Philip, where are you? Please come. Before Honorable Mr. Samuel Oku comes, we have Philip Azale to just give us one song. Let's clap our hands. Give it up for Philip right now.
Oh, be lifted above all other gods, and we lay our crowns and worship you. Oh, be lifted above all other gods, and we lay our crowns and worship you. Sing, oh glorious God, we praise your name, and we lay our crowns and worship you. Oh, be lifted, say, oh, be lifted above all other gods. We lay our crowns and we worship. Sing, oh, be lifted, oh, be lifted, oh, be above all other gods. We lay and worship you, yeah. Say, oh, glorious God, oh, we praise you. Father, we lay our crown and we worship you. Oh, glorious God, we praise you. We lay our crowns. Father, we lay our crowns. Say it again, oh, glorious God. We praise you. We lay our crowns in worship. Say, oh, glorious God. We praise. We lay our crowns in worship. Say, for who you are, I bless your name, yes. For who you are, God, I worship you. Everybody say, you are God all by yourself. You don't need help to be God. You are God all by yourself. Say, from A to A, you're still the same, oh God. And all creation will shout you are God all by yourself. You are God all by yourself. Say, it's the way. You're still the same, God. Yeshua, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. Yeah. Say Yeshua, Lion of Judah. Oh, Adonai. Say Yeshua, Yeshua, hey, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. Say it again, Yeshua, hey, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. Say Yeshua, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. One more time, Yeshua, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. He knows so Sabaya. Say Yeshua, Yeshua, hey, HaMashiach, Lion of Judah. Agunechema, 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 Agunechema.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and let's give it up for Philip Ajayi. I'm not feeling the love at all. Thank you so much. You know, we wouldn't have been here without our sponsors, so would like to invite a rep from EcoBank to give us just 5 minutes presentation, and then we can invite our next speaker. Please, let's welcome him with some love. Can we have Henry come up stage, please? Henry. All right, so as Henry is approaching the stage, can we please show him more love? More love. Oh, it's not Henry. Okay, so we are changing the bias, right?
Great. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Amanda, and I'm the rep for EcoBank. I'll try and make it quick and short. So basically, EcoBank is very glad to be here, and on behalf of the management and the leadership of EcoBank, we want to say thank you to Pastor Brian for allowing us to be a part of this beautiful location. In short, I think that as a bank, we've been supporting the cause of youth for the past 5 years, and that is why you see us partnering with iYES. And basically, what we are doing here is to provide accounts for you. And I think that when Mr. Jim Ike was talking, he was talking about relationships, and he was talking about you having people carry your vision along with you. And that is what EcoBank is here to do. So make sure that you open an account with us, get a card, and then let EcoBank travel with you along your dream in the course of your life. Now, what we are doing as well today and tomorrow is to give you discounts on the sales outside. So you're getting up to 50% discount on anything that you are buying outside, from food to drinks. I thought you would put your hands together for EcoBank. Yes, thank you. So we are giving you some discounts up to 50%. Please pass by the food stand, get yourself some water or a drink. In the afternoon, EcoBank will also be bringing some surprise jollof. So stay around and don't rush to go home if you're looking for something to eat. Now to the fun part. That's why it's called Time with EcoBank. I have just a few questions, and then I'll do one giveaway. Today, I'm wearing yellow, So I want to give something to someone wearing yellow. So the first person who is wearing yellow to get here gets a card from EcoBank. Okay, what's your name? I'm Gifty. So Gifty will be getting a card with 50 Ghana cedis on that card today. So please see the rep at the back, and then you get that. Okay, I have 3 more gifts to give. So let me ask this question. In how many countries is EcoBank present? Someone says everywhere in the world. Who knows? Take a wild guess. You wouldn't know? Sorry? Okay. Someone says 50. Okay. So let me come home. Let me find it. Someone has a hand up. Okay. No, please. Sorry? You are getting close. 38. You are getting warmer. A little warmer. A little warmer, or maybe a little colder. I'm hearing it, but it's not coming up. No. Calm down, calm down. Somebody is close. Pastor Brian, forgive me. $33. Put your hands together. So he got the number 33 countries. Okay, the last one. What 4 things do you need to open an Express account? 4 things. Okay, there's a gentleman there. You have to speak up a bit.
And Ghana card.
You got 3, but I'll still give it to you. So for the 3 gentlemen and then the lady, or 2 gentlemen, right? So I still have 1 more. This one, I'll let Pastor Brian ask a question. And then whoever gets it, please start loading into the spirit.
What's the name of Akufo-Addo's children? Who? Okay, hi, get up. All right, can you recite the national anthem? Can you? Come.
Highly spiritual.
Please, can we all be on our feet?
No, only you.
Only me. Okay.
Allow.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever, cause home, freedom, and of right. Fill our hearts with truth, humility, make our cheerers fearless, honesty, and make our nation great. Feel it.
All right. Still, give it up. Let's clap our hands.
Okay, so
The three gentlemen will be getting EcoBank cards with 50 Ghana cedis on it. And then the lady will also be getting a cash reward of 50 cedis. Thank you so much for having us. God bless you.
Thank you so much, EcoBank. We couldn't have done this without you. It's now time for us to call on the stage our next speaker. Now, this man, we call him the future. I call him the future. He's a young Ghanaian with a strong passion and genuine commitment towards democratic governance, youth empowerment, public sector management, and institutional governance. For the past 15 years, he has dedicated his life to promoting public policy, good governance, reform advocacy, and youth development initiatives at the level of his community, country, and on many international platforms. In September 2017, he was appointed by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, as the board chairman for the YEA, that is the Youth Employment Agency, a specialized government agency charged with the mandate of coordinating and facilitating employment opportunities for young people in Ghana. In the past, he has been thrice elected as the vice chairman of the International Young Democrats Union, that is iYDU, an international association of the youth wings of conservative parties across the world. He is also a proud alumni of American Council for Young Political Leaders, a global platform for identifying and nurturing the talents of young future leaders. In August 2017, he was named Continental Youth Icon 2017 by the All African Students Union, ASU, in recognition of his long-standing contributions towards youth development in the African continent. Similarly, in August 2014, he was named amongst the top 50 rising African stars by the Paris-based Africa Report magazine. I'm reading a lot because he's achieved a lot. Aside this, he volunteered his services and provided strategic guidance for the development of various civil society platforms aimed at consolidating democracy and advocating for public sector reforms in Ghana. Notable amongst them are Alliance for Accountable Governance, that is AFAG, and the Society for National Affairs, SONA. He's currently the national organizer for the NPP. Oh, I thought you clap your hands for that. And he is the Director General for National Lotteries Authority. Again, let's give it up. He's married to Mary Anani Awuku, and together they have 3 beautiful daughters. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the future, the people's Awuku, Sami Awuku. Let's show him some love as he walks up stage.
Rise onto your feet, everybody. Those up, I want you to listen. Why I had to come and say this is a man that, Jim, anytime I walk to him, he has never turned his back on me. There are times that he does not know, wait, hold on. There are times that he does not know that have hit the wall, but I walk to him and he will just make one phone call. And for so many years, we've been friends. And on behalf of the youth of Ghana, I know there are hundreds of people watching. We are just going to clap for him for 30 seconds to say thank you. Thank you so much. It's a great honor. God bless you. All right, you may be seated.
be lifted above all other gods. We lay our crowns and worship you. Oh, be lifted above all other gods. We lay our crowns and worship. Say, oh, glorious God, oh, glorious God, we praise your name. We lay our crowns and worship. Say, oh, glorious God, glorious God, we praise your
Thank you. Reverend Amwati, I'm grateful. For the people you see in this room and those watching us, we continue to say a big thank you. Today you have blessed the minds and hearts of many young Ghanaians. And not because you brought one of my favorite actors here, but anytime I watch Jimmy, I go like I should have been an actor myself. Jimmy, you're welcome to Ghana. But for you, you live here already, so you're almost always here. Hello, everyone. We've had the opportunity of engaging one of Africa's most celebrated actors. And he said something that struck me. He's been on the low many times, he's fallen many times, but he never gave up. And that is the spirit that all of us should also have. I'm not here to bore you too much with a long speech, but I'm here to tell you that you should count yourself blessed for being here today. And you'll be more blessed if you join the evening one to listen to one of Ghana's best speakers when it comes to the Christendom family. This year, we're talking about a mind shift. And so the gentleman behind Rosalind, can you come? And the lady drinking something there, please come. So what do you want to be in future?
Okay, thank you, sir. In future, I wanted to be a lawyer, but it didn't come true. So, I've always wanted to be a man of God. Yeah.
So what do you want to be in future?
I want to be a very great man of God for now.
So you want to be a man of God. And how are you working towards it? How are you working towards it?
For now, I've been building myself spiritually, and I've been coping with lots of spiritual fathers as well. And as I'm here to tap into different anointings. So,
okay. Yeah. Give it to my little sweetheart. Sweetheart, what do you want to be in future?
I want to be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor? You know well. So how are you also working hard towards it?
Thank you. God bless you.
So how are you working towards being a doctor?
I have to learn hard.
You have to learn hard. Okay. So, you go. Thank you. And God is going to bless your heart for you to be the doctor you want to be and for you to be the man of God that you have to be so that you can expand what Reverend Amwating and the team they are doing. Growing up, almost everybody was told what you should become. It's been ingrained in the African DNA. So right from birth, meba we de onye obe doctor. Kwekunye se oye pharmacist. Akosia will have to be a nurse. And Ama will have to be a lawyer. So right from birth, very typical of our society, the young child is made to walk a certain path. Whether the person has the capacity or not, and whether that is the cherished dream or not of the child. We've been made to believe that you finish basic school, you finish senior high school, you get to the university, you get to the polytechnic. And then when you complete, this is a cycle that has been drawn for the young Ghanaian and many young Africans. And after that, you have to learn how to write a CV. And the next phase is how to drop those CVs and then follow up on these CVs. That is the path that the society, that our parents, our guardians, right from birth, it's like a template. And so the mindset has been that if you are not employed, you are not working. If you are not an employee, you are not working. And we only see entrepreneurship or being an employer as a backup. Colleagues, I've had the opportunity of engaging many young Africans in Namibia, in Nigeria, in Kenya, on the streets of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, and recently in Lilongwe in Malawi, Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, and Abidjan. And the template has been the same. This was the mindset of our Western counterpart, and that's of China, Japan, South Korea. But they realized that that cannot be sustainable and that cannot be the future. So we are 22 years late, but thanks to Pastor Brian and the team, we are having a brutally frank conversation on the mind shift. Pastor Brian, we should have had some of you 22 years ago. But we are grateful God gave you to us at this time. And for the people in this room, the timing is apt, because these are fertile minds who are going to be challenged to move beyond the comfort zone and to break the glass ceiling. China had to move from that third world to a first world. Likewise, Japan and South Korea. The United States, United Kingdom, and those of our counterparts learned this stuff 1950. Every year in Ghana, we churn out 400,000 young graduates. For the last 10 years, we've churned out 4 million. And these are people that we expect them to contribute towards the nation's building. For 4 million, for the 400,000 times 10, the 4 million young Ghanaians over the last 10 years, about 85 to 90% of them are still following up on the CVs that they dropped. And the time comes when such brutally frank conversations, we need to have them. Society has drawn that path that when even some of you see your colleagues going into entrepreneurship and starting something on their own, we look down upon them and say that Onie Jumaye. Art and culture have defined the rest of the globe. It's only down here in sub-Saharan Africa that we even see art and culture as a secondary way of also going about how to make a living. elsewhere is a big thing. The Americans realized that it's not only enough for them to transport their language, so they transported sports and movies and entertainment. And that is why, regardless of how much countries who hate them and the extent to which they hate them, they never stop buying their movies and they never stop listening to their songs. So authoritarian regimes will try and shut down the networks. But what they don't stop doing is the movies and the songs that this Western world will continue to export. So, it's not new. And I'm not new to this arrangement at all. When I was growing up, I said to myself I wanted to be a pilot. Midway through it, I realized that I didn't have the best of eyesight. But there was something I also wanted to do right from infancy, was also to be in public service. At the age of 4, at least, I was following my grandparents when anytime they were going about campaigning. Class 4, I do recall vividly that anytime I was given money as pocket money for school to buy food, I normally will buy those times either the Chronicle newspaper or the Guide. I never understood what was in it, but I felt some way, somehow, my family was heavily in opposition at that time when I was a little boy. So I felt by buying a newspaper of the opposition, I'll be contributing towards their advancement into government. So personally, I never read a full storybook, but I learned how to speak English reading the Chronicle newspaper and the Guide. I never understood what was in it, but at least I saw the pictures. And I was determined from the very base that I also wanted to be in public service. Why? Because I also felt that that is one way that I can also advocate for reforms and to also help advance the cause of the young people. Thank you, Hilda, my executive assistant, and David Anto, my assistant as well. These are young people that anytime I'm conflicted, I ask them of their opinion on a matter. Because sometimes you need to even get people who will tell you the truth. It's a patronizing system. The truth might hurt. The medicine might be bitter, but it's necessary. There are days that I don't want to see their faces, but they made sense with what they told me. So we find a way of working together when we are not even talking for a couple of days. Then it will come down, but at least they prick my conscience on things to do. So for the 4 million people we have created over the last 10 years, I'm here to announce to you that 90% of them, they are still looking for jobs. I'm married to a very courageous wife who left the banking hall to do cleaning. Her family felt that there was something wrong. And I also at that time felt same, that you're working with a very good bank. At least you are paid 8 to 5. To wake up one morning and say, you know, I want to go clean people's offices. It didn't make too much sense. But it shouldn't make sense when you want to defy the odds. And she started with one employee, that's herself. And she has 500 employees today. So the courage that sometimes we need to move beyond our comfort zone. Some of us looking out for the opportunities, we don't even look out for them. One of the best places to look out for networks and opportunities is in this room. And it's here at iYES. And consistently, it's been iYES. People have been blessed, people have been networked, and people are making it. I'll start by the story of my sister as well, the young lawyer. She decided to do the extraordinary. I was excited when I walked in and when the song was being played and sung, and I saw lots of the young people dancing to it. It's good to bend the energy, bend the fat. But beyond it, you need to also take a critical look at what you want to do beyond today. I asked my 5-year-old daughter this morning, so what do you want to be in future? She said she wants to be a policewoman. I asked why. She said that is what she thinks she'll be very good at. And I actually encouraged her. The time that we look down on certain jobs, I think has been one of the biggest tragedies of our continent. On vacation and during vacation, at the uni level, people travel outside to do cleaning, clean people's offices, and to do car parking duties. But here in Ghana, you ask that graduate to do it, he will tell you, how do you see me? So we are comfortable building other people's economies and nations, but we feel reluctant to build that of our own. I have a very good friend from the Conservative Party in the UK, and he asked me a question during the 2008 recession. He said, so, Sammy, how have you guys been coping with the recession? I pretended not to hear the question. And he asked again. And I said, we have been in recession ever since you guys started colonizing us and left. So for us, we are used to the management of this recession. What we are currently looking at is how to get better after the recession. Now there's a growing trend which will not be colonialism, but is likely to be e-colonialism. That's economic colonialism. Because if somebody's country, if you have the Western powers shifting focus from an employee-based economy to an employer-based economy since 1950, you will definitely be going to them all the time for support. They won't invite you to come for the support. You will come for that support. And when you come, that's when they read the Riot Act to you. They didn't call you for the support. You said you need that support. And so a time comes when sacrifices must be borne, sometimes in our supreme interest. If you're very good at packaging, learn the best out of packaging. If you're very good at fixing things, please, let it be stated on record that there lives somebody here who was very good at this job. I'm not too sure if I'm a bad boy, but I've been a bad boy before, together with my very good friend here, when we were in school, St. Augustine's. Our school had no wall, but it had a gate. Man of God, I'm happy to see you. That was my classmate. And his story inspires me. I'm not too sure there's any brand of marijuana he has not smoked before. Unless the new one's coming. Man of God, I'm not putting you on the spot. So when he sees the little ones being smoked, he laughs over it. Because he's tried every face and breed. Himself and I, we did break bounds on several occasions. After school, God called him to be a minister of God. God called me to also do politics. But the only difference between the politician's platform and the pastor's pulpit is that here you shout hallelujah and we shout choboy. So when you come to stand in front of a gathering of God's people, if you don't take it easy, your opening statement might be choboy when it should be hallelujah. And that's why I don't mix the two. Anytime I come to stand on a pulpit and I'm converting this place into God's temple because the man of God is seated. So I had to keep quiet, soak the music, and lay my crown before I talk. The discussion we're having here today, someday you will have to play back in your mind. Say to yourself, it is possible because you have the energy. It is possible because you have the passion. And it is possible because you can do it. Don't let anybody push you into a profession that you may not be attracted to. Let the mind shift be from being a totally employee-driven to how you can employ your brother or sister. There are several things that can turn into gold in our hands. Madame was talking about how she started with 100 bottles. Some of us, you see these same bottles and you play chaskele with them. Somebody saw the refuse. You saw it as rubbish. But Dr. Japon of Zoom Lion saw it as fortune. The very things you throw away, he comes to collect them for you. And he charges you for collecting them. People named him Bolaman. But he is a millionaire. For everything you are good at, don't let anybody dim your confidence. After school, when I decided that I wanted to take this public service far, I was lucky to have had a job in the UK, working with the Abbey National Bank, now Santander. After I was confirmed and after my probation, I still knew that I wasn't an 8 to 5 person. Some of them is a problem. So I decided that, look, that time my party had lost power in 2008. There needed to be a new beginning of young people to rise up to the occasion through advocacy, through civil society. And I came down to join a team to have the Alliance for Accountable Governance. That time that had been formed. I came down from UK at that time. The flex was N95, a mobile phone that I had. And I never got tired talking and moving from station to station to make a case for reforms, for this, for that. One evening, I attended a program with an NDC colleague of mine. I think I spoke very well. It was late into the evening. When the show closed, I was looking forward to getting TNT from the accountant at that TV station. The accountant had closed. It was 9:30 p.m. The guy who could help me, I won't mention his name,